Howdy, chat. Welcome to some Out of War. Do I have sound? Oh, I do have sound. We're going to be just running some material. I want to get up to level 70. I don't know if I'll get that done tonight, but I did get the new DLC with the giant baggers, and they require quite a bit of XP. Oh, did they move those? Oh, they did move them. So there's the, I think these were the original two. And then they added this one, and then the DLC is under this, here, these four are in the DLC. So I can already get the 693B, but we need to be 65, 70, and 70 to get the others. So we need to keep on climbing up the XP, and we're going to do that here on the Arctic mine. If you didn't follow the series, this was season 5 of Out of War, setting this up, and that season has concluded. But we're going to keep on chugging and make some XP. I have made a ton of money. I've still got 3 million here, but I went and transferred. So can I go to company? Yeah, there we go. No, total maybe. So this is just for this. That's not right. That's not right at all. I don't know what that number is, but anyway, if we go to bank transfer, then I can see my company funds. 28 million. We're doing all right in the money department. LSPD Farmer, welcome. You were in here early, and the lunch recording went just fine. Got Monday's episode locked and loaded and ready to go. It's all scheduled. All right, let's start doing some stuff. You see I've got the quest here for gravel, so got still a little bit of loose gravel back in here. We'll go start digging some of that out. And we'll have to do some boom boom here too. Gonna kick the lights on. We don't need them too much. Might want to put some more concrete down in here. Make that turn? Yeah, sort of. Got a little bit of Shrek dust in there, but that's alright. Some of the dust effects are green for some reason. I'm not sure why. Oh, that's right. I turned the plant off. Because I was messing around on here with some stuff. All these guys, yeah, these are all still running, so that's good. Let them chug away. There we go. Now we're making noise. Awesome. Whee! I should just blast over here on the right, then I could just back all the way up and take a scoop. But I guess I could get a little further back in here. Yeah, I think I'll go back in there until I hit solid rock again. And then we'll change tactics. Just a little bit of messing around here. I was going to stream last night, but I ended up playing Star Citizen with my brother-in-law. Some folks he knows. It was a buggy mess, but it was kind of fun. Alright, come here, Rock. Whoa! Good old out-of-ore physics. It's easy to forget how massive this loader is, but look at my little guy there in the cab. This thing is massive. And I did put the bypass in place, so we're saving the gravel. We're not sending it through the froth floater. Here we go. Grab that lump. Starting to get into some solid rock back in here. Whee! Oh boy. Well, here. We'll use that as our turnaround. That works. So we need another 43,000 basically gravel. So we'll run this for a bit and then we'll go check. See how much gravel we got. Make sure there's no shenanigans going on. Oh man. I didn't rotate to the side and I just dumped that all over the ground, and then the concrete ate it because it was on the concrete. And one little pixel sticking up there of dirt. Throw that in. Yeah, it's control click. Play too many different games. Alright, let's go make sure we are in fact capturing the gravel. Indeed we are. Very good. So we'll sell that. Here we go. Just like that, we're halfway there. Easy there. See, do I have concrete on me? I do. Let me go ahead and let's just fill this in. Here you go. Nope, not quite enough. Let's improve our turnaround pad just a little bit. So finicky. There we go. What's up, long hauler? Strike the earth, man. Digging deep. Got a little more area now to turn around in. Save some bouncing. Make sure I don't go too far this time. So we actually dump it in the hopper. Hopper? No, hopper. It's going alright, long hauler. Can't complain too much. Getting ready for work. Yeah, I just got off work not too long ago. Had some quick dinner, and here we are. Easing into the weekend with some out of ore. I haven't had time to stream too much lately. Been mostly keeping up with video releases. Just busy time of year. But I went ahead and scheduled this stream. It's a rare scheduled stream, so people actually knew it was going to happen. Craziness. Here we go, getting back to the solid rock. Oh, braked a little too early there. Been a little while since I played out of ore, so I'm getting back into the swing of things. Yeah, it's had controller and joystick support for a long time. It's got pretty extensive control setup. You can configure them per vehicle type. So you can have one setup for your dozer, another setup for your wheel loader, another setup for your excavator. Stuff like that. I just play with mouse and keyboard though, usually. Last couple episodes in this season 5 I did with my twin joysticks. Doing some excavator and some rope shovel work. But when I'm doing this kind of thing, I just play with the mouse and keyboard. Bonk. Alright. Definitely found the solid rock. Scrape some off the ceiling. There we go. I don't like to leave here without a full bucket load. Need a little remapping. Yeah, you can suit to taste, even with the keyboard controls. It's pretty extensive. I'll just show it real quick. So go into settings, controls. So, like, say for the loader, you got keyboard, controller, and joysticks. You can all combine those all separately. And for like your controller and whatnot, you can fine tune the sensitivity dead zone, invert. There's all kinds of options for control. I've not played with a controller that I can remember, so I can't vouch for how it plays on the controller, but the options are there. Alright, let's get like one more scoop from here. Whoa. And then we're going to blast that sidewall. See if we can't back in here and start peeling that off. You like the rope shovels? I mean, they're okay, I guess. Wheel loader's basically my favorite piece of equipment. Alright, let's go do some boom boom. Here, let me... Whoa! This felt like 60 feet. Like a ninja. Toss that in there. And let's get our boom booms. Go to first person for this. All right, so let's do... We'll do it kind of along here like this. Probably too close. I always forget what the radius is. This should definitely cover it. Woo! Loosen this up, and then we can scoop it with the wheel loader. There we go. All right. Fire in the hole. We got a little coal seam back in there. Look at that. All right, now we should be able to back in here and we'll start peeling that crushed stone off of there. That's the plan. Also, let's go see how much we have to sell real quick while we're out. Oh yeah, we got all kinds of gravel. We needed another 20, let's call it 25, yeah, basically 25,000. Good sell, we have 10, 20, yeah, that's close enough. Ta-da! You know I have 66 skill points. Oh yeah, I probably need to go spend some skill points down there. Alright, that got us to level 64 and then some. Nice. Skill tree. Just a few available. It seems like I was waiting for something. Oh yeah. I was waiting on this. Forgot once I got to level... Once I got to 60, I was going to unlock this. So this is basically a better return. Increase production yield by 4%. That's a lot of points, though. Do I want to invest in... I don't really care about store prices that much. Yeah, that's just for vehicle. Let's just do that. There we go. Done and done. What's up, Carla? Yeah, it's a pretty fun game. I'm a PC Master Race kind of guy. Never really did much console gaming. But there's advantages to console as well. It's a known piece of hardware, so you're able to optimize a lot better. Alright, see if we can get a bunch of this out. We're going to get some coal too, which will be nice. Because occasionally there's a coal quest that pops up as well. We need to sell a bunch of coal. Yeah, right now is a bad time to probably buy or build a computer. With the RAM and GPU prices being absolutely ludicrous. Glad I built my PC when I did. Earlier in the year, and then I still had to wait like 3 months to get a video card because I was not willing to pay double price for one. Yeah, the coal quest wasn't there this time, so I picked the gravel one. You can ask my opinion, Long Hauler, but I'm not like super up to speed on all the latest computer stuff. But I can certainly render an opinion based on what I do know. I used to run a computer shop way back in like beginning of the century. But I've been out of the game for quite a while. I do IT infrastructure for a living, but that's servers, so it's completely different problem space. But there's lots of smart people in here. They might have some opinions too. Yeah, it's all this AI craze. Snake oil. It's the new .com bubble. Buckle up. Yeah, it's a real good CPU. I think I've got the 7800X3D. But I don't know anything about AMD graphics cards other than people have lots of problems with them online, so I always buy NVIDIA. Yeah, that CPU and tons of RAM should be in good shape. Well, that didn't work out at all, did it? Pro tip, when you're driving in for a scoop, don't look over at chat. Took my eye off the ball. I guess before I go to all this trouble, I should look and see what quests are available now. I think I have to hop out of the vehicle. Do we have the coal quest? Yeah, there we go. Now pop back up. So that'll get us all kinds of XP. In fact, I've got enough coal. I could just go do that. Whee! So the way that wait, how'd you get blasted rock in here? That's weird. How much coal do we need? 49,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically. How'd that blasted rocket in there? That was weird. It's about like a 4060 Super. Yeah, that should be a fine system. Blasted rock. There you are. Consume. I've got the, I'm pretty sure I got the 7800 X3D. And then I got a 4070 Ti Super. And 64 gigs of RAM. And I'm happy with it. Does everything I want to do. Alright, we need to sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And that'll get that quest completed. Got us nearly all the way to level 65. Not quite there. And then we have... Oh, we can do that one again? Alright. That works for me. Oh, it's probably wifey. She knows I'm streaming, so she's going to text me nonstop. Sorry, my phone's going off. Alright, we need another 50,000 worth of coal. We don't quite have that. But I'm going to steal that much. That should be plenty to keep us rocking for a while. And then we'll go hit up this coal seam over there. Doink, doink. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and move this back down here out of the way. Yeah, I had to wait about 3 months to get that 4070 Ti Super for a normal price. They were wanting like $2,000 for them. I'm like, nope. I'm not going to pay $2,000 for a video card. I think I paid 900 and something, the more normal price. So I wanted a 16 gig card. And it's the 4070 Ti Super is kind of the best bang for your buck. At least it was for a long time. Sorry, phone's going off again. She's out and about, so just making sure. Yeah, she's just stream of consciousness texting. Some of you guys probably have wives or significant others that do that as well. I don't need to know the blow by blow of your outing, but that's okay. There we go. A little closer. Get some coal dumped in there. Yeah, I don't know what prices are like these days. I built my computer, it's like January, February maybe? And then I didn't get the card for like 3 months. I just used my old 2080 Ti until I could get a 4070. My brother-in-law was playing Star Citizen with him last night. He's got like a 5090. He's playing Star Citizen on a 5090 at 4K. I'm not willing to spend that much money on a video card. I'm too cheap. It's on clearance, so you got 10 of them. There we go. Quite a bit of coal out of there. We'll see if we got enough to get our contract completed. We get to 65, that opens up at least one of the big baggers in the DLC. Whee! It's trickling in. See how we're doing in the gravel department. Got a little bit of gravel. Just a little bit of gravel going on. There we go. We got another contract's worth of gravel. I think you can switch those without screwing everything up. We'll try that. I think it keeps your amount of coal in there. So if we go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that should do that one. Ta-da! There we go. Level 65. So we didn't get that much coal. Got like less than a stack. It wasn't nearly as much coal as I thought it was. If I need to get the quest going before we do that, that would have been dumb. Alright, we're more than halfway there on that one. I've got coal there, it's just not quite as convenient to get to. Thanks, autosave. I have coal above me as well. I could blast down out of the ceiling if I needed to. The new DLC for Out of Ore? I did indeed. And I bought it. That's why I'm trying to level up. Woohoo! We unlocked the 694B. It's only 23 million. I might have to buy one of those. Should we spend almost all of our company money on one piece of machinery? Should I just wait and go for the absolute biggest one? I'm kind of bucket wheeled out. Maybe I'll just wait and go for the biggest one I can get. I think that's a worthy goal. No idea how much that's going to cost. I'm guessing like 40 million. What's up, Havoc? Is that the biggest one? Yeah, the 695. So the Bravo has like a different track arrangement. I kind of like the look of that one. It looks like this guy, just bigger. Yeah, I think we need one of those. And I don't know when, but there will be a season 6 at some point. And I think it will be on the DLC coal map with a giant bagger. We'll do some crazy stuff. But I gotta get leveled up to 70 and make a ton of money before that can ever happen. So that's what tonight's stream's all about. Just earning XP, earning money. I am playing on hardcore, so it takes a little longer. But I enjoy it. It's fun. I might have to buy one of those and then just not save it, just to look at it. Check it out. Made almost $4.5 million in 36 minutes here on stream. That's pretty nice. We were racking in the dollars, and we're not even processing the ore out of the gravel. We're just selling it. Oh, you gonna give me a bucket? Nice. Thinking I might blast down some of that coal. Oh, is it bouncing a lot, Battle Wagon? That's good to know. They're new. They might have some kinks to work out of them. Yeah, I haven't even looked at the new map. We might take a look at the new map tonight at some point, too. Yeah, that's not a ton of coal, is it? There's a little bit of coal up there. Let me take a look. Let's go in first person. So if I could just keep going up and blast that down, that might be worth it. Get that down here and scoop it out. I can jump high enough. Fire in the hole. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, that wasn't very much coal. Made a nice little circle up there, though. Run away! Yeah, I don't think that's a very viable method. We're not getting much coal down. It brings some material down, but I don't think it's doing a whole lot. Whoa! Loader. I've not touched Railroads Online in a long time. It's just too frustrating. I think it finally fizzled out, didn't it? Haven't even looked into it for a long time. I think they finally just pushed it out the door and dusted off their hands, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe there's still some life left in the project. What do I think of the pricing of the new DLC? I was fine with it. You're getting some huge equipment and a new map. I was okay with $10. But that doesn't mean everybody has to be happy with the price of it. I'm sure there was controversy. There usually is. And I don't mind supporting the dev. I love these little passion project games where somebody knows something like inside out and they make a game about it. More than happy to throw $10 their way. Doing some ski jumps. Nice. I haven't seen it come across my YouTube feed. I assume if there had been like some big updates or something, like Dre and, you know, the usual suspects would have made a video on it, but I don't know. I haven't really paid any attention to Railroads Online in a long time. Sad, it had a lot of potential. And it like quadrupled my channel size. But if I'm not having fun, I'm not going to play it. And I wasn't having fun. That last series I did, I tried, and I just didn't have fun, so I ended it. Really looking forward to get back into Railroader, though. Waiting for that Maintenance Away update. That should be fun. Alright, there's that. Let's get another scoop of gravelly type stuff. We'll go see if we got another stack of coal ready for us. Yeah, it was $9.99 US dollars when I bought it. They say it isn't abandoned. I mean, I knew when I bought Railroads Online that they had abandoned their first game and pissed off a bunch of people. So I went into it with my eyes wide open, but I looked at it that I could get, you know, that much dollars worth of enjoyment out of it. And if it got abandoned like their last game, then so be it. And here we are. Excited and terrified. Well, the thing with Railroader is they make like stuff optional, right? You don't have to do all the super hardcore stuff if you don't want to. I'm sure it'll be an option. Because they talked about that in one of their press release thingies. Me being me, I'll probably go the hardcore route. Except not the super hardcore route, because I think that one was going to be like almost like real time as far as the loads and everything. I don't think I'd have enough time to do that. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get some news soon. Has been quite a while. Hey, Sleeper. Yeah, I never did any mods for Railroader for that specific reason. It's not supported. Here we go, get another stack of coal. And I know people using unsupported mods waste the devs' time when they report bugs because they have mods and that kind of nonsense. Not everybody does that, but... Alright, we need like one more stack of coal. There's a lot of coal there. It's just not very easy to get to. I could kind of even that out a little bit and drive down in there, I suppose. Yeah, I kind of enjoy a challenge long hauler. It's a problem. Can't keep up with the new baggers. Yeah, you'd probably would need like a 6-lane. I don't know how many lanes you got on your plant, but I'm guessing you would need multiple hoppers and multiple lanes to keep up with it. Let's see if we can make a little ramp down to here and get to some of that delicious, delicious coal. And I think I'm going to set up another hopper to make this a lot easier. So I need a merger and a right hand and some stuff. I need some stuff. Need a merger for sure. And I'll need a right hand turn. Maybe some straights of some description. That might be too long, but we'll go for that. And then need a hopper. Actually, I can probably just slap the hopper on there. Accidentally buy 2 right hands? Whoops! My bad. Whee! Alright, now we can just dump in there. It'll save a lot of back and forth. Perfect. Look at that perfect dump job right there. Didn't spill a drop. Spilled several drops. Hang in there, bouncy physics. Need to get the shovel of justice out. Do a little schmoothing. Well, that was perfect. Another perfect dump. Problem with the keyboard is you can't like partially turn, so that's a little bit of an issue. Yeah, let's get our whack-a-mole shovel out. This never happened. Nothing to see here. Just some slight discoloration in the ground. Okay, we're almost down to the coal. I guess sold my dozers, didn't I? No, I still got the big guy. If I need the dozer, we got the big guy. Yeah, a belly scraper that actually worked like a belly scraper would be pretty awesome. But so would a grader or a dozer, you know. The wheel loaders work really well. That's why I use a wheel loader all the time. Yeah, man. As I get down there, I might actually... Maybe I should conveyor down there and then use the smaller loader. If that would be more efficient. Yeah, the grader's pretty worthless, in my opinion. Maybe if you spend enough time with it, you could get it to kind of sort of work. Alright, we have some solid rock down here, which is a bit of a problem. See if we can kind of bounce off that and get some coal. There we go. Got a big old snoot full of coal. And by the way, the chains on the tires do absolutely nothing as far as I know. I just like the way they look. So I put chains on everything. Got most of that coal in the hopper. Love when the graders dig with the blade up, right? Yeah, the physics interaction geometry doesn't necessarily match the visual geometry on a lot of the stuff, even the loader. Don't give up on me now, loader. We just got to the good stuff. This thing's getting some hours on it. It says 4 hours. I feel like I've used it more than that, but maybe not. Alright, let's go whack them. You kind of get that evened out. Yeah, I get a lot of comments on my videos like, use the GPS. Like, the GPS doesn't make the machine work better. I know where my blade is. I just wanted to realistically interact with the terrain. I don't know. A lot of people swear by the GPS. Oh, yeah, there we go. Nice big old scoop of coal. If we can just drive out of here, we'll have it made. Let's go see how much coal we getting together here. Yeah, we got another stack. That should finish out this contract. Tink. There we go. Base load is complete. Let's do the gravel one. That's a lot easier. It's a little less XP, but it's far easier. But if I need coal for the plant, I've got plenty there to go grab from. Got just a little bit of gravel stacked up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and done. Level 66. Here we go. Fire up the crusher. Yes, please. When you hit a button, you could go back to that point. Yeah, there was a mod for a farm sim that would do that. You could set points for like your front loader. That was actually super handy. I'm going to shave off a little more of this so it's ready for, or not. Maybe I'll just bounce off of everything. Okay, that works too. We'll take one more scoop out here, just make sure we got plenty of coal in the old plant there. And then I think I'll get back to doing gravel. Well on our way to level 70 though. I was at level 63 when I started the stream. Oh man. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. What is this sloppy nonsense? I've seen some of the prices, Battle Wagon. I don't have everything unlocked yet. But, yeah, they're kind of expensive. The 694 is a cool 23.6 million. My guess on this guy is 40 million, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what these guys are, because they don't unlock till level 70. We're working our way towards level 70. We need a lot more gravel. Alright, are you done? Oh, right, I didn't need to buy a right hand because I took a right hand out of there. That's why I had 2 right hands. Yeah, you're empty, so... Let's put this back. Actually, I'll just leave that merger there. That works. And we'll stick this... Nope, I guess I'll just leave that in my inventory. Alright, back to gravel. Yeah, I can only imagine, Battle Wagon, how much material those things move. So yeah, that'll be season 6. We're gonna go to the DLC coal map and use the probably the biggest bagger if I can afford it. I don't know when season 6 will be yet. That's still to be determined. Been around the channel a while, you know. I play a lot of different games. I don't have a ton of time, so I bounce around between games quite a bit. Yeah, we'll have to build some kind of massive multi-lane plant to even keep up with the big baggers. Even just the one I had here at the end of season 5, that bagger was, you know, hard enough to keep up with. Now they've got even bigger ones. This thing sips fuel. It's yeah, it just cruises. It must have a massive fuel tank. Yeah, I don't know how you would do it unless you could like swing the, you know, without just manually swinging the chute back and forth. I'm kind of surprised they didn't have like a bigger intake hopper with the release of these new guys. Because the dual output big hopper we have could barely keep up with the, you know, these normal size baggers that we had before. So maybe we'll get something bigger at some point. I don't know. Supposed to just have like 50 dump trucks in rotation. I don't know Big and Scruffy about the name. No idea. I had never heard them called baggers until Out of War. They were bucket wheels. You have to Google it. Also, Battle Wagon, you should be able to, unless they changed it, you should be able to put like just conveyors with those top things on them. What are they called? The dump decks. So put a bunch of straight conveyors, like say 6 wide, with dump decks on them, and dump onto that rather than into a hopper. That's what I was going to try. I haven't tried that yet. That used to work. But I don't know if they've changed the conveyors. That would help some anyway, I would think. We'll wait for the autosave. Thanks, autosave. Oh, Bagger is the manufacturer. There you go. The more you know. Oh, it's the German word for digger. You know, I think somebody mentioned that last Out of War stream. And I had forgotten. Or maybe it was in a YouTube comment. Yeah, thanks, chat. See, I told you we had a bunch of smart people in here. I hear a bunch of banging around upstairs, so I think wifey's back. She's noisy. There you go. Let's take a scoop right off the ceiling. Alright, let's go check in on our gravel. How are we looking over here? We almost got 4 stacks. You were wrong, Sleeper. That's alright. We won't hold it against you. Yeah, we got almost a full stack back in there. So. Plenty of coal. How are we looking over here on the diamond ruby front? Everybody's still processing, so that's good. I guess I could do a sell-off real quick. I've got so much of this crap to work through. I may end up getting some more wash plants. They really need oh, you're out of stuff. Let's get you hooked back up. They need an automated way to do this. Even if it was like slower than these wash plants. That would be nice to have an automated way to deal with this stuff. Oops, I just sold all my concrete blocks because I misclicked. Whoops! There we go. I had like 130 or something like that. Sleeper is also right? Okay. Yeah, get a conveyor system that would like hook up direct. If the big baggers fill the biggest dump truck in like 4 seconds, like I don't know how you're supposed to keep up with it, even multiplayer. I don't know. I haven't watched Split'n 2 lately. I don't know if he's been running the big guys. Maybe go check out his videos. So we can get some of this knocked down. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about manufacturer. It makes sense if that was the manufacturer, though. Bagger 681. Because, like, this is the Arvik DX20. So, yeah. So their company is named Digger. Makes sense. They do make diggers. Whee! I don't know what's on their roadmap. I need to check it out. I think, isn't there a big physics update at some point? I think that might be the next big thing. quite fast enough. That thing's emptying out before I get back. Whoa, I'm starting to get a little short on material though. I'm getting into the solid rock again. Go up high. Maps with actual roads. Interesting. Alright, let's get another scoop, and then I think we should have enough for another stack. We can get this quest done and fire up another one. Oh boy. A little sideways there. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, the giant pit here. Some of that just so we have a little extra room. We don't tilt over. Little salt mining. Yeah, more stuff to mine would always be interesting. We'll go ahead and take all the full stacks. And we just need one. Yeah, we just need one more. Finish off this contract. There we go. Ooh, the progression's slowing down as we get higher and higher. Yeah, still giving us 67,000 XP. Here we go. Just need another 3 stacks. Basically 5 stacks will complete the fire up the crusher. Go ahead and smooth some of this out. Some more prop pieces. Yeah, so for some more interesting building. Be okay with that. A little bit of that gap there. I don't think I'm going to get to 70 tonight. We'll see. I can't stream super long because I've already been sitting at my desk all day for work. And after 30 years in IT, got quite a bit of repetitive stress going on. The old wrists and elbows are not super happy with me right now. We should be able to get at least to 67 though. We started at 63, so in, A little over an hour. We've got to 66. But I think as you level up, like each level it takes more and more XP to get there, which makes sense. And we're up to, yeah, 6.5 million, basically. Very nice. And that's on hardcore. Just makes the prices and stuff a little lower. A little close. Let's redo that approach. There we go. Oh yeah, I've got 28 million. I could just buy my way to level 70, but what's the point? I could also just go edit the save game file. Give myself 20 quadrillion dollars and level 70. That's not the point. I always like to feel like I've earned something in the game. That's just the way I like to play. Ooh, a little bit of graphics glitching going on there. I've got to grab a drink. My throat's going nuts. There we go. Much better. It's so dry this winter. I need to go and check my humidifier, see if it's actually working. I know one of them's broken. Needs a new solenoid valve. Need to get around to doing that one of these days. But when I put them in, I just use the piercing tap. So I have to turn off the water to the house and relieve all the pressure in the entire house. Yeah, wishing I had taken the extra time to do some actual plumbing on it. With shut-offs and whatnot. But anywho, there's always something that needs your attention when you own a house. Right now, video games is more important. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Engineer. Dev clip on YouTube for Out of Ore? I don't think so. I don't think I've seen anything lately. Did they put something out today? Alright, that's gonna bother me. How'd I miss that? Miss what? It's all good. There we go. Get back to solid rock over there. Bought a humidifier at the dollar store. Nice. I got the ones and they're hooked into our central air and heating. They're just like the add-on ones you can get at Home Depot. Had them in our old house. It worked really well. But one of the solenoid valves failed. It doesn't actually turn on. And I need to check and see. I don't know if they're even, if the other one's even working at all. I haven't gone to see if the pad thing is getting moist or not. Might have to just get one of those big, like, room ones. It just sits out in your room. Yeah, and T-Man, that sounds familiar. I think I've seen your videos too. That name looks familiar. Oh, some drag lines. Nice. I'll have to check that out. Kind of behind on my YouTube watching this week. Been pretty busy week at work. Lots going on. Hopefully next week will be quieter. The holidays. A lot of people are out. Just a guy that likes playing in the dirt. Amen. I like playing in the dirt too. Do you make the videos with, you got like the dual stick setup? Is that what I'm thinking of? Or am I thinking of somebody else? My memory's not the best. Whoa. Oh, shooter. Okay. I knew somebody I'd seen has some YouTube shorts using like dual sticks and stuff. Well, now I have to know. What's T-Man Joe? T-Man Joe R. YouTube. Please stand by. It helps if you spell it right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm subbed to you. Cool. I thought I recognized that name. Go check out T-Man Joe R on YouTube's. Uh-oh. Oh. I had my hand one key over. That was not working out great. Everything's under control. Nothing to see here. Feel bad for how much I dug. Nah, it was all fun. That's the whole point of playing the game. Having fun. Worked my way up from the baby bagger to the bigger one. I look forward to checking out the huge ones on the new coal map. If you weren't here earlier, that is the plan for Season 6 when it comes. Giant bagger on the new coal map, the DLC map. So we'll have to do some. I'll probably do some testing to see how in the world we can keep up with the output of that. as a solo operator. All right, we have 3 stacks of gravel. Surely we have 3 stacks of gravel by now. Oh yeah, I think we're good, chat. So we need 3 to complete that. So 1, 2, 3, and then we got almost another one. Hey, level 67, we made it. Quests and crusher, please. And then we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a 5th. Oh, we're getting there. It's going to be just short, I think. Yep. Less than 1,000 away. Yeah, I can't wait to spawn one in and see what they're like. I'm thinking we'll get the biggest one if I can afford it. I may have to mine some more just so I can afford one. The company's got 28 mil. I've got 7 mil here, so we're gonna be close. I don't know how much they are for sure, as far as the biggest ones go. But we're sitting at about 35 million right now. Yeah, I saw the picture. Didn't they have a picture with it next to like an excavator on the announcement? It looked like a little tiny toy. Enough for the car, but no gas to get home. Yeah, I guess we'll have to build a pretty big plant as well, so we're gonna need some capital. Drive a truck under the tracks. Like a pickup truck or a rock truck? Nice. Whoa. Came in a little hot. Well, we were just about ready for some more blasting. Let's get a little more off this back corner here. Best driver ever. Is this thing even using fuel? Like, starting to question if it's even using fuel. Done a lot of digging. It doesn't seem like it's going down. I guess we probably should get some off the ceiling. See if we can use the wonky physics to clean that up a little bit. There we go. It's the new hybrid model. Apparently. Maybe its fuel tank is just so huge it's hard to see if it's going down. ballast tank is just fuel. So the longer you work, the less stable you are. Give me stuff from the ceiling. Thank you. Wasn't even looking. There we go. Got the magic angle first try. Drove right off into that pit first try. Almost did. Alright, we just need 1,000 gravel. Contract complete. Oh, I forget how to split. Is it like shift? Yeah, there we go. Got cool, almost to 68. We're rocking. I love that you can just keep doing these over and over and over again. That works for me. Yeah, need another 2 stacks, basically. 3 stacks. Yeah, another 3 stacks. If it's stupid but it works, it's not stupid, right? So that's more pay dirt than gravel, I think. Would I ever do a subscriber world in Out of War? Probably not, just because of my schedule. It's really hard for me to do anything on a known schedule because of work and family and everything. I rarely even can schedule a stream. Like when today I just decided, okay, we don't have anything going on tonight. I'm going to stream at 6 o'clock. That's pretty rare though. It's usually like, oh, I have an hour or two to play. I'm going to fire up the stream. So I rarely do multiplayer of any kind. I did actually play Star Citizen last night with my brother-in-law and some people he knows. And it just, you know, it took longer to do everything. It was okay, I guess. I'm just not a big multiplayer guy in my limited time. At 10:30, I'm like, I gotta get off here. I gotta work tomorrow. See you guys. I think we had done 2 cargo missions. Sorry, I had to grab another drink. Yeah, it was a pain. Star Citizen, it didn't work too bad, but like I was on Microtech, so I was trying to go to Nick's, to Levski to meet up with my bro-in-law. Get all the way through the wormhole, and it spits me out back in Stanton, so I had to try again. It's just like, yeah, it's just one thing after another. Yeah, right, Dave? I did actually do a farm sim series way back in the day with Mark DuPont. That was fun. It's one of the few multiplayer things I've ever done, or collabs of any kind. But yeah, I have played SnowRunner with Mr. DC Dave and some Star Citizen. You're just as busy or busier than I am, Dave, so. Whee! Yeah, if you're talking Star Citizen, yeah, 4.5 just came out. I had to fiddle around with it a little bit. Vulkan's not working on Linux, so I had to switch it back to DX11. Then it worked fine. I couldn't get it to even start until I changed it to DX11. Yeah, so far we're just kind of ceiling scraping. That's working out. Open this game to mods so we'd kill Farming Simulator? No, not a chance. Farm Sim has a huge audience, especially on consoles. That's why it's so hard for anything else to break into that market. And Giants can just do whatever. Keep selling the same old crap every year because that's what people want to buy. I mean, this isn't even in the same genre as Farm Sim. I don't know why it would... Why do you think it would kill Farm Sim? Oh, Battle Wagon. Yeah, you need to set it in your user.config. So if you Google Star Citizen user.cfg, you can find it's like r dot graphics render equals 0 or something like that. We'll force it to use DirectX 11. Or if you may not even have a user.cfg if you've never customized anything before, but you can create that file. And that tells CryEngine to do certain things. Yeah, I know they used to make mods for Farm Sim. That doesn't mean a mining digging game has anything to do with farming. I think the only thing that can kill Farming Simulator is giants. Chris Roberts, why does he hate you so much, right? Yeah, I had to do this. I had to do that. I had to make a user.config and set it to DX11. Because I'm on Linux, so it's a little bit of a different beast anyway. Vulkan worked great on 4.4, last patch. Ran great. It even looked a little better. But so far, 4.5 is a no-go. I'm guessing the wine just has to catch up with the new Vulkan stuff. But you should be able to find instructions on it if you just Google Star Citizen user.cfg. You should be able to find something somewhere about setting all the different options in there. Alright, how are we looking? Surely we got Another 3 stacks. Oh, yeah. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Level 68. We were rocking through these. Seems like it's going faster now. It's like it's stalled out for a while. That's weird. Maybe it's because I was just doing coal for a while. Alright. Let's keep the train moving. I may eventually have to do some blasting, but so far so good. Cleaning up the remnants. Getting to be quite the little cavern back in here. Oh no, I can't reach it. It's too high. And we'll just cheat. Take some of that solid rock. Speaking of Linux, do we have any Linux gamers in the house? No, it's getting more and more popular all the time. It does take a certain amount of dedication, though. It's a very different beast. Okay, that was a little bit ridiculous, but hey, we got a scoop. Oops. Hit that a little too early. What game? Sorry, Linux, the operating system, versus Windows. That's what I was talking about. If you don't know, don't worry about it. Just a random question. I'm done with Windows and their shenanigans. I waited till they forced me to upgrade to Windows 10. So I begrudgingly did that after they basically just said, yeah, you have to use DirectX 12. No other reason than they want to sell more units. Then there's just no way in hell I'm running Windows 11. That piece of trash. Anyway. Diggy dig. Okay, fuel is going down. It has actually lowered a little bit. It just doesn't use very much fuel. I don't like updates that corrupt my files. I don't like updates that change all my audio settings every time. Don't like the computer spying on me all the time. Don't like how slow it is. I'm forced to use it at work on my work laptop. They force upgraded it to Windows 11. It's just so slow compared to 10. So bloated. They're trying to shove all this AI crap down our throats. But anyway. Not a Windows fan, so when I built this new gaming PC, I'm running Linux now. I've used Linux since like 1995, but mostly for work on servers. That's my day job. Linux in the data center. It's a whole other beast on the desktop. Tell you it wasn't compatible. Yeah, they want to sell more units, man. It doesn't have any rhyme or reason to it. I do still have Windows 10 on my streaming recording PC. I plan to change that over at some point. And I have the BIOS set. There's some CPU feature that Windows 11 needs. I don't remember which one it is. I've got the BIOS set specifically so it won't be compatible with Windows 11, so hopefully it won't just update in the middle of the night sometime. Like my wife's computer did. No prompt whatsoever. It just force updated itself to Windows 11. Was not happy about that. At some point I'll get the other PC moved over to Linux, but it'll take a lot of fiddling around and time just to experiment. Get everything set back up. Audio is a bit of a pain under Linux. And I do a lot of fancy audio stuff over on the streaming recording PC. So yeah. One of these days. Maybe. Whee! One thing I miss is track IR. There's no good track IR support under Linux. Except for X-Plane. The X-Plane 12. I don't know if it's X-Camera, if it's the built-in. Anyway, track IR just works perfectly with X-Plane. But it doesn't work with anything else in general. Yeah, it might have been TPM. I don't remember if it was that or virtualization. There was some CPU feature. Still have activate Windows hanging on the bottom right. Yeah. You're not the only one. Alright, I might have to break down and do some blasting. It all depends on the anti-cheat and whether they support Linux, Dave. Like, Myth of Empires, they use, what's that Chinese spyware that Riot Games uses too? I can't remember the name of it, but, so that doesn't work on Linux. Because it's a kernel level spyware from China, so that doesn't work. But, Star Citizen, what's the other? Oh, Scum doesn't work either, just because they haven't, like, turned on Linux support. It's just like literally a button they need to push. I don't know if they ever push that button or not. But Star Citizen works. Arma 3 works. I don't really do a whole lot of multiplayer, but yeah, it just depends on the anti-cheat, what the support is like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a whole other contract just sitting there. So we need 30, so 3 stacks. 1, 2, 3. This is looking really familiar. There we go. Complete. Oh, they let you turn it off too. I think there's actually ways around that, but I'm using that feature to hopefully keep the streaming PC from updating itself and hosing everything. Want to change the terrain? We'll grab a wheel loader and go at it. I know what you mean, though. Rick RDSR is from Brazil. No problem. Howdy down there in Brazil. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, let's do some boom boom. Get some new rock opened up. Getting a little low on anvil, actually. Let's go to explosives. Let's just buy another 100 of that. It's cheap enough. Just realized that was red when I clicked it. That's not going to work. Can't go out any further. There we go. All right, fire the hole. Perfect. Updates are paused until 2077. Then you'll worry about it. Well, it's Windows though, so they can just unpause those updates at will. It's one of my biggest complaints with Windows is it's not your computer. It'll just do things on its own. Change settings back that you've changed, etc., etc. Oh, you watch the videos. Nice, Rick. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Hopefully you have some kind of translation going on with the YouTube. I know it transcribes things. I assume it translates those into different languages. Though if it can understand my hillbilly talk, then that's some pretty good translation. Use the translator. Awesome. Yeah, I do that on... I get some YouTube comments now and then in different languages. And I'll just pop them into Google Translate. Then I can see what they're saying. Technology is pretty cool like that. Just coming up on 8 million. Nice. We're going to need it. Can't wait to see what that top level bagger price tag is. Go this way. There you go. Well, that didn't work. Try that again. There we go. Whoa. This is the biggest wheel loader, right? I need to look. I'm sure this is the biggest one. This is the 2335. Surely the biggest one. Yeah, they got the 8,000, 9,000. Yep. This one is 28 yards, 62 yards. Wow. That's a big old bucket. Oh, hey. Speaking of buckets, didn't get all the stuff out of there. AJC Gaming, yeah, it's definitely the biggest one. I didn't think they'd added anything. Thought I would check. If you are new to the channel, welcome. And I've done 5 different seasons of Out of Ore as the game has changed over the years. It's been pretty interesting. Season 4 was basically working towards... I usually set challenges for myself. So Season 4 was all about manufacturing. Like, I had this self-imposed rule that I had to build everything that was craftable. I couldn't just buy concrete blocks or wooden blocks. I had to craft them. So that was a lot of fun and made a bunch of money on the Scandinavia map. And then I took 4 million from the company and started here in the Arctic for Season 5. And this was just about, you know, getting material out of the Arctic. Starting with 4 million, so didn't have to, you know, scrounge my way up. Had a lot of fun. Built out the plant and tried some baggers and rope shovels and some different equipment. And then eventually Season 6, the plan is to go to the new DLC coal map and use one of the giant baggers. Try to get a plant that will work with that. So I'm trying to level up to 70, and that's what this stream's all about. This is the Season 5 save, even though Season 5 is over. Still been playing on it once in a while. Trying to get up to level 70, and then we'll see how much money we're going to need for the biggest bagger. My guess is we're going to need 40 or 50 million. The number you see at the top there, that's just what I have here. I've got 28 million in my company funds. So we're coming up on 8. We're almost up to 36 million. Nice. Would it run on a 1050 Ti? You know, I don't know for sure. Check the Steam page for the minimum recommendation. I don't know if it would or not. I don't recall what the minimum is. AJC Gaming, you've got a series going on in Live Branch, and they just added a 3rd bagger. I don't actually remember. Am I on the beta branch? I think I am. Let me look. Out of Ore. I don't think I'm on the beta branch. Am I? No, I'm not on the beta branch. I'm on the live branch. Yeah, so they put out an update that added another bagger to the base game, and then there's a DLC that just came out. Mass excavation. And then that adds a new map. And it also adds these 4 baggers here. Mass excavation. So the 694 is 23 million. I'm guessing around 40 million for this one, but I don't know for sure. We'll find out. So I need to get to level 70 so we can unlock these guys. I was on the beta branch for, I think, pretty much all of Season 5, but that has now been pushed to the live branch, so... I don't think there is a beta branch right now. Or if there is, I'm not on it. And the mass excavation DLC is out. It came out, a day or two ago? Yeah, the Steam page for the DLC is a little messed up. Do I still have Steam up? So if we go to... I noticed that too. Like if you go to DLC for Out of War, it's not listed. So they haven't set it up quite right. I noticed the same thing. But if you go to the... Oops, come back here. If you go to the store page for Out of War, there's an announcement here. Out of War mass. So if you click on this announcement, and then there's a link to the DLC there, that takes you to the DLC page. But it's not linked up properly for whatever reason under the game. So I hope that helps. It is out. It's a little messed up on Steam. Hopefully they'll get that fixed at some point. Look at the side. That's one of the big rock trucks. That's so crazy. These things are just so massive. It's insane. Wow. All right. Anyway, back to digging. Oh, do they have a new beta? I haven't looked in to see what's on the new beta. I'm usually on the beta branch. But I switched back to live when they pushed all the stuff to live. I'll have to look into that and see what's on the beta branch. I think all of Season 5 was on the beta branch. Maybe Season 4 too. Yeah, they added the free bagger they added. I think it's just the different track arrangement, isn't it? Nothing new on the beta branch yet? Oh, okay. I don't remember if I switched it to live or just if it auto switched to live when the beta came out. Some games will do that. Thanks, autosave. Whee! Lots of gravel. I'm not really using this. I'm just going to keep my bar open. So we got all of that. And get another full stack. Nice. Alright, so for this contract, we are at 3 stacks. 1, 2, 3, and then we got almost another contract. Level 69. Giggity. Yeah, I haven't quite got a full stack there. Yeah, somebody was mentioning earlier that there was some bouncing with the new track arrangement. So they might have some physics bugs to sort out there. So this is getting kind of gnarly. Let's go ahead and do the old magic shovel treatment. I do have a roller, but For this little bit of stuff, this is just as faster. Tamp it down. It's one piece of heavy equipment I have ran as a shovel. Back when I was a teenager, my dad was building a lot of pole barns. Shoveled a lot of the gravel out of the back of a ton dump truck into holes in the ground. Yeah, I got a full bucket. I'm going to check the price when we get to level 70 on the two biggest baggers. And I'm on hardcore. I don't know that I have any skill points in purchasing, so easiest way to know the price is just to check it here in a little bit when we get level 70 unlocked. For the four, we've got 16 and 23 million, so I'm guessing around 40 million for the big guy. We'll see. Well, good thing I'm sitting down. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I thought it'd be close to 40. I was pretty close. Well, we can afford that, so that's no problem. Might be closer to 42 because I don't think I put any skill points into purchasing power. I think I went all in on the ore selling or selling price. Tis but a small price. I've got 28 million in my company account, in case you're wondering why I think I can afford it. So we're sitting at about 36 million right now. I don't know, with no skill points, it might be closer to 40. We'll see. Stuck on a voxel. Yeah, we made it. I'm loving this wheel loader. It's such a good loader. This one, and what's the little guy called? The L11. Yeah, there's beautiful machines. All right, let's go grab another stack and we can complete this quest. One, two, three, four, five. Ta-da! Nice, we're halfway to 70. Yeah, I've heard a lot of bouncing comments. So that's interesting. Considering, don't you have to move it quite a bit? I think that would suck to have to block it up all the time. Guess I'll see how the new coal map's set up. It's actually set up for that type of mining. It'll be a lot easier. It was a little bit of a pain here in the Arctic trying to get cut into a mountainside with a bagger. Whoa! Slow down. Speaking of bouncing. Oh, you're just driving over to wood floors? It's not a bad idea. I thought you meant you were like blocking it up. But yeah, if you're just driving on blocks, that makes more sense. Kind of janky, huh? It is a brand new map, so got some kinks to work out, it sounds like. I wasn't sure I'd get to 70 tonight, but I think we might make it. I plan to go till 9 o'clock. It's 8:10 here currently, if you're not in the central U.S. time zone. So, another 50 minutes or so. We'll see if I can last that long. Oh, so you got like different floor levels? Interesting. What's up, David Firefox? Yeah, we're backing out of ore. There's a new DLC with some massive excavators, or bucket wheel excavators. And I need to be level 70 to get the biggest one. So here we are. We're almost there. Started streaming a little over 2 hours ago. I was at level 63. We made it up to 69. We're on the home stretch, hopefully. And I might have to run some pay dirt to afford the darn thing. Hey, speak of the devil, there's Split in 2 Gaming. We were just talking about earlier Split. Wondering if you had been running the new giant baggers and how you were dealing with just the sheer amount of output. I'm behind on my YouTube. I need to go catch up on videos and stuff. Favorite number? Yeah, it's a pretty good number. Fun but awkward. And that's all I'll say about that. Oh, the hopper gets in the way, it makes a bounce. Somebody was saying it fills the biggest truck in like 4 seconds. So you just have an army of trucks with multiplayer trying to keep the thing unloaded. $560 truckloads, dang. I assume that's what you mean. I look forward to building a plant that can handle it. That'll be fun. I usually don't build like super giant plants, so I'm thinking season 6 we're gonna go big or go home. You just got to kind of regulate your cutting so the trucks can keep up. That makes sense. I'll have to do some testing because, of course, I'm playing solo, so I'll have to have some kind of conveyor system to try to keep up with the beast. I should set the weather. I think I got it just set on clear. Yeah, let's do random. Mix it up a little bit. Too much sunshine. I need it to look more like real life. Yeah, the 695. You move it an inch, your truck's full. You get out. Alright, let's go get our quest. Let's complete our quest. Oh, we're so close, chat. So close. We're almost there. Yeah, we still got to fire up the crusher. And we're, what, halfway to 5 stacks? Oh yeah, we're more than halfway to 5 stacks. Sweet. Cool. Well, we'll get to 70 and then I may go check out the new map for a little bit. Just look around and see what's up. Do some experimentation. Maybe fire up a, what is it called? Creative? The mode where money doesn't matter. And just play around a little bit. Well, I was hoping to fill off the ceiling and I failed miserably. Here, we'll grab some pay dirt. There we go. A little bit of Shrek fart dust. Yeah, they've been doing a great job with the game. I was saying earlier, I love these little, these indie games where a dev or a small dev team is super passionate about something and they go make their game. Love it. It's like that little trucking game I had a video on the other day, the Apocalypse Truck Simulator. Somebody loves Spin Tires and Mud Runner and they went and made their own little thing, and it's an awesome little game. That'd be a good streaming game. I need to stream that sometime. Apocalypse Truck Simulator. It's a nice little physics-based truck driving, extreme truck driving game. Fell off the ledge there. Alright, I think we're just about there. Maybe a couple more scoops and we'll go see where we're at. Come on. Yeah, every game's gonna have issues for sure. But it's come a long way just since I've been playing it, and I wasn't even in on the beginning. The basics are all there. I do wish like the dozer and stuff like that worked better, but they're working on it. It's getting a little rough down in here. Yeah, look, I mean, I just dug into a mountain. That's pretty crazy. Not many games you can do that in. Alrighty, let's let that filter through. Let's get rid of the evidence here. No dumping issues at all. I'm a great operator. Try the thread count. I didn't know there was a thread count. Settings general. Oh. That's new. When did they add that? Maybe I just haven't scrolled to the bottom here for a long time. Well, I've got a 7800 X3D. How big do they let you go? Up to 8? Done. Save company XML to... Okay. Interesting. Cool. Didn't know that was a thing. While I'm here, I'll just do a normal save. Autosave has been doing a lot of good work for me, but we'll do a manual save as well. Cool. Yeah, thanks for the tip, Split. Appreciate it. What was I doing? Hey! We got to level 70 just from XP of doing things. Nice. Didn't have to sell the gravel. I wonder if I should run that. Maybe I'll run that through and process the ores out of it, since I don't need it for the XP right now. Oh my goodness. Look at my tailings pile. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, let's run that through. You're done running. Excellent. I'm going to temporarily redo some stuff here real quick. Doink. Doink. And then I'm going to stick you on there. And we're going to take you. Stick you on there. I'm going to put all the gravel in there. And if I turn pass-through on, it should feed that out, right? Yeah, there it goes. Or not. Does that not work the way I thought it worked? No, it's moving the conveyor belt. Oh, it's pulling from this side. I was looking over here. Dirt, dirt, dirt. We're good. Kerbo's a big old dummy. Film at 11. Did I ever fix my silicon issue? I fixed the... oh boy. I fixed the root cause. And then I don't remember if I ever dug up the silicon or not. I need to go grab some stuff here. Grab one of those. See if I can power jump my way up here. Oh boy. Just normal stuff going on up here. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Dead nabbit. Oh, you're supposed to go out here. Ta-da! Fixed. Wish you could just drop that out on the ground. Yeah, I'm not going to click 40 billion times. Ding! Done. Alright, we'll let that continue to grow. I got a few tailings. Helps with the dozer. Okay, well that's good to know, Split. I appreciate the tip. I'll to see how that works out. Alright, so it takes that from left to right. Interesting. I have a dozer around here somewhere. I want to try this real quick. Now I'm curious, and then we'll go play around on the new map and check out the giant bagger. Let's see if we can just peel the top off this right here. Really had to angle my blade, but I don't have the tilt set up. It does seem like it's better. Yeah, that'd have been good to know a long time ago. Never even thought to look down there. When did they add that option, Split? Yeah, I think that's going to help the dozer a lot. Cool. I love the idle sound on that T11. Oh, they just added it. Okay. Hey. You're parked. Quit moving. There we go. Oh, brother. You are out of stuff. Can't have that. Oh, crap. That's not what I wanted to do. We're going to move you over to here because you have nothing to do. There. We're finally getting some weather in, and it's time to go change maps. All right, who wants to check out the giant bagger? Anybody? Exit to menu. Yes, please. Then let's do a new single player, new game. No, never again. Too many bushes. Coal plant, quarry, forest hills. Coal country. There we go. Me. Split, you probably saw them before any of us did. Game mode, creative, there we go. Interest rate, yeah, all this stuff's normal. I don't want any breakdowns. I don't care about any of that crap. We're going to do creative mode. Oh, those stupid bushes on Scandinavia. I grew to hate them on season 4. That's why I went to the Arctic for season 5. So this is kind of a big, like, open pit strip mine. And then we got some coal there. Neat. We have $100 million to play with. Let's go grab a giant bagger. Well, first of all, let's buy a truck. Let's buy just the normal pickup truck for size comparison. And let's buy the biggest rock truck. This would be the 500, right? For size comparison. Here's an overhead view. So there's various. Looks like this might be the biggest mine. Oh no, some big stuff all over the place. Cool. Is this the same geometry as Scandinavia? Those mountains just look familiar. Okay, so regular pickup truck, giant quarry truck. Here we go. Y'all ready for this? We got a 695. I think these are pretty much the same except for the tracks. We'll check them out. Check them both out. I'm guessing I want to be a little further away from the truck than that. Trying to get it sort of over here in the right place. Here goes nothing. Wow. Oh, that's crazy. She's a big girl. Yeah, see that it's blue. It's got a brown hat on it though, so it's okay. Wow. Spawn the little one. Yeah, I should have bought the little guy. The little 681. Here we'll put baby out here. This is the one I first got on season 5. We worked our way up to the slightly bigger one. Yeah, here we go. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. That is insanity. Here, let me get a proper picture. That's nuts. What's the track speed like on this behemoth? So they're functionally, these two are functionally the same except the cab and tracks, right? As far as I know. They look about the same. Oh my goodness. I can't even hear the engine, I'm too far away. Not gonna remember what my excavator controls are. Here we are. That's low, that's not bad for low speed. It's actually pretty quick for such a massive machine. That's not bad at all. Yeah. Do we? I guess we never got a like fast versus slow speed for this kind of stuff. Was it G? Yeah, G to turn that on. All right, we're lowering into the hillside. Oh my gosh. So each little bucket tooth is like the size of the small rock truck. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, she's chugging. Or if I need to lower my thread count. Is that just the way it is? When it starts biting in, it really chugs. Killing my frame rate. Don't drop on the ground at the same time as digging, right? I had the little guy launch me into orbit a couple times. Oh yeah, it's I'm going to change that. Let me change that parameter and see if that makes any difference at all. Oh, it's because you're dumping, because I'm dumping on the ground. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, let's not do that. Toink. Yeah. Chunky. This thing's like an office building on tracks. So dumping onto the ground because of the sheer amount of material, I guess, is just a problem. Okay, well, let's try some experiments then real quick. So if we go to factory conveyors, get like, say, 50 of those. We get like 20 of those. Can we dump this into anything? It's mostly coal, but wouldn't hurt to have some trommels. Let's try like a 4-lane. We'll just dump stuff into storage and we'll see if we can even pick it up. They were almost 2 times bigger. Wow. So if I rotate that over, actually it might be easier to rotate the chute and then build under it. Oops, I always do that backwards. Doesn't really matter that much because this is nothing permanent, but I kind of want to get an idea of how we might deal with this in Season 6. Let's see. Actually, what's the grid look like? Maybe I'll go with the grid. No, I'm not going to go with the grid. So we do snap. Oh, I forgot. You can't do... won't snap to the side, will it? So probably need, what, like a double hopper to line these guys up. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, I've got the slow tools again. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, then we need some ups. Oh, man. Perspective killed me. Yeah, I think I can swing that over and still make it. Oh, I forgot. I got to do the straights. Do. View. I could just do the regular straights. That's fine. Oh, do those clip into each other? No! I won't be able to handle that when I'm building my for real plant. Now let's see if we have enough room to go left out of here. I need some twofers. Probably need more straights, don't I? Yeah, it's probably not gonna be enough. I didn't do the math. Yeah, nabbit. What's up, Mikey Allen? It's supposed to be quick and dirty. It's becoming quick and not dirty. Sorry, not quick and not dirty. There we go. All right, and we want a dink. Then we want a dink. And we want a dink. And we want a dink. Oh, I don't need that many. Oops. I'm just really bad at math tonight. That's fine. We'll get it all out here. Doesn't have to be a perfect setup. It just needs to go into some storage. And that's in conveyors, isn't it? Some storage. You get one, and you get one, and you get one, and you get one. Ta-da! The best plant ever. And then for funsies, we're going to put these. It's going to just magically work. Not. All right, let's see how bad this is. Surprisingly quick for a skyscraper. Okay. And it saves quick when you got a new save with hardly anything in it. Hey, no lag. Spreading the dirt, spreading the dirt. It's hitting at least 3 of the conveyors, I see. Kind of looks like it anyway. Oh yeah, I don't have any power. Good call. I forgot, even on creative mode, you have to have power. Do. I bet it's under power. What do you think, chat? And then is 10x still the highest speed? And we're going to need some wires. Scroll, 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 scroll. Yeah, that'll be enough wire. I don't remember how many power thingies each one of these can do. You get power, and you get power, and you get power, and you get power. It's under magic. Then I need to buy some coal. Not Zol, coal. And yeah, just give me some coal. Throw some coal in there, turn that on. Turn all these guys on. I'm not going to have enough power because that's only 3,600 kilowatts. I should have bought the big one. One of these not get turned on. That says 1,000. Okay. Yeah. Don't think it's working. Did something wrong. Oh, this one didn't turn on. Right. I thought as I was buying that, I should get the big one. Thought I clicked on this one. We need a power plant with some power, and we need you hooked to you. Need some coal in you. Turn you on. We really need like master switches and stuff. It's annoying with these big plants. Hey, we have stuff moving. Look at that. Will the rest of it just fall through the ground? So that's only hitting 2 conveyors. I don't know how to tell if it's keeping up or not. Will it pile up and overload the conveyor? Whoa. I want to go to focus follow. Yeah, I know they don't hold unlimited. That's why I'm wondering how itself they're overflowing or not. Oh, it just deletes it? It doesn't like fall out or anything? That's a bummer. Alright, so you do have to use a hopper as the buffer then. I thought maybe it'd pile up around here if we were getting too full. Bummer. Get out of here. I need one more of those. What's up, Mikey Allen? Word that the players would rage. The players are going to rage no matter what you do, because players are dumb. And yes, I am a player. Alright, so on the plus side, we only need 2 of these now, I guess. Doink and doink. Then we got a doink. We got a Doink. You in. We can hook you up to you. And you go to you. You go to you. You turn on. You turn on. And you turn on. So this sucks because that means you'll have to be constantly rebuilding your plant. You can't just slap on more conveyors and go. But let's see how this works or doesn't work. All right, back to this view. I have to move again. I get my bucket up. Thing's so big, it's hard to kind of get an idea of where it is in space. All right, that's somewhere near the middle of those two hoppers. Strange enough, it seems to only be going into one that the graphical dirt's not falling into. Okay. Hey, Mikey, glad you enjoyed that. Mine Mogul's an awesome little game. Got Monday's video all queued up, ready to go. Looking forward to recording the next one. So that's 22,000% full, so got that going for us. Yeah, it's only fallen into one. It looks like the actual depositor of the material is basically like a ray cast down from the end of that belt. The visible dirt was falling into here, but the visible dirt is apparently not where it's going. That's good to know. So yeah, that's it's chewing through it pretty quick. You just have to, I'm obviously taking a huge bite just to see what it'll do. You would need to take a much smaller swath with your wheel. You could kind of wave it back and forth and get between the two hoppers so they're both feeding out. Cool stuff, though. I like it. Wait, didn't I? Oh, is it? Oh, it turns that off when you hop out. I forgot. That one's almost empty. This one's now 20,000%. I think most of it was going into this one. Cool. Well, I don't know if we hit anything other than dirt. We did get a little bit of coal in there. Yeah, a little bit. Cool. So, I don't know. Maybe a 4-lane would work. You're still going to have to wave it back and forth. So, I don't know. Might do some more experimentation, but maybe a 2-lane and just go easy on the cutting path. Or do a 4-lane and just weave back and forth. Yeah, I mean, that emptied out pretty quick with the 10X on there. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier about it. We need the production side, at least on the input, to scale up with these giant baggers. Like, you know, a 4, 6, or 8 output hopper or something like that. That stops when I hop out, it fires back up when I hop in. Is that what's going on? Sure enough. All right. Fair enough. Need to zoom out to outer space so I can get this thing on the screen. Well, that was fun, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up, though. I need to head off to bed. It's been a long day. And I've already sat in this chair for 8 or 10 hours before I started the stream because I work from home and I work in the same chair. And my body, who is almost 50 years old and full of arthritis, says, you need to go. Thanks for hanging out. If you're new here, check out the playlists. I've done 5 different seasons of Out of Ore, and it's changed a lot over the years. Most recently, just ended up season 5, and also play a ton of other games, so go check those out. If you are in an Out of Ore stream and by some strange chance haven't heard of Split in 2 Gaming, make sure you go check out his channel as well. He's got a lot of great content and some awesome tutorials to tell you how to play the game and showing you the new features coming up and all that types of good stuff. Have yourselves a great weekend. I'm going to try to stream some next week, but if I don't see you, have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.